Oh man, where to start? There's been so much UFO news within the last week or so. First, let's start with the Storm Area 51 event. Around 500,000 people signed up, but only about 100 people actually showed. Now, don't get me wrong, I am glad to see that nobody was shot or killed trying to clap alien cheeks. It does look like it was a lot of fun though. Trust me people, if the government has alien bodies or technology, I really don't think they're going to keep it in the one place people think it would be. If they have that stuff, it is somewhere no one's ever even heard of. In other news, physicist Michio Kaku came out and spoke at a UFO conference in Spain. For God's sake, steal something, he told the audience. A pocketed alien paperclip, alien fork, even a bit of alien dandruff would yield useful chemical and genetic information to scientists. Obviously, Mr. Kaku doesn't come out and say he believes in aliens. That would make him a laughingstock to most of his peers. I'm also not saying I think Mr. Kaku necessarily believes in aliens visiting Earth either, but he is at least more open to the idea than others, such as Seth Shostak or Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not sure how many of you watching this have seen it, but in 2005 there's an ABC documentary called UFOs, Seeing is Believing. It's here on YouTube, I'll link to it in the description. In this documentary, there are a few scientists that say aliens aren't coming here. They're saying the same thing about you can't move faster than light, they're so far away, it would be impossible within their lifetime to make it to us. At the end of this documentary, Mr. Kaku basically says that majority of UFO sightings aren't anything that can't be explained, but around 5% give him the willies. And he's right, a lot of UFO sightings do have a logical explanation, but not all of them, and those are the ones that should interest everybody, especially scientists. He also brings up the valid point that just because we can't figure out how they could get to us, doesn't mean they haven't figured it out. I agree with Mr. Kaku 100% on all of this. Having a mainstream scientist such as Mr. Kaku speak at a UFO event is big news for those in ufology. He is making the idea less taboo, just by going to the conference. The other big piece of news within the last week was the Navy coming out and saying that the 3 UFO videos that were released in December 2017 were real, and that they have no idea what the things filmed were or how they operated. This might not seem like a big deal at all, but up until now, the Navy has been silent about these videos. As I mentioned before, I believe this is part of a self-disclosure. That means we're going to be taking baby steps, small little pieces, one after another. And this admission by the Navy is a baby step, don't get me wrong, but at least it's a baby step in the right direction. Last but not least, I want to leave you with this recent tweet by Tom DeLonge. I won't let you down. People haven't seen nothing yet. You think this recent revelation about the Navy is big? I have been saying the same thing for 36 months. Hold tight, be patient, it's about to get real. I'm roughly the same age as Tom DeLonge. I loved his music when I was younger. I still like his music, I didn't mean that like that. But when he came onto the UFO scene, a lot of people, thought he was ridiculous. And honestly, some of the stuff I've heard him say, like on Joe Rogan's podcast, is a little bit out there. I disagree with some of it. But you can't not give this man some credit. He has come through. I listened to a podcast a couple years ago before Stanton Friedman died, and it was him and Leslie Kane, I believe, is who was on there. But they were both talking about how a lot of people in ufology, spend their whole careers, trying to get information from the government on UFOs. And then here comes Tom DeLonge, a rock star, and he actually is able to get stuff done in a short amount of time. And, they said a lot of people are jealous of him. And I agree. I think there are a lot of people that don't give him really the credit he deserves. I'm really thinking Time Magazine should make him Person of the Year. Change my mind. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, there's no reason to be normal when you can be paranormal. Take care.